Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest trapping video. Today I'll be showcasing some clips from my 1.4 billion mite solo traps. You're probably thinking to yourself, what do you mean a solo trap's 1.4 billion mite? Well, I'm only running about 2.7 million troops and I am not running an anti, so I'm looking for some people to actually solo me. Unfortunately, the guy who found me today is not quite strong enough to solo me. His gear is not very good. Again, I am just baiting in monster hunting gear that has basically full gold jewels in it, so I do have some good stats. He's hiding his war gear, but his war gear is really bad to begin with. I already know this, so I'm not too worried about him anyways, and I know they use bots, so I use the shield drop trick to actually get them to come hit me. Today I'll actually be taking a rally on this account, and I only have 2.7 million troops. I only have 1.5 million tier 4 total, so not really having a lot of troops or a lot of troop might. I think my troop might's like 60 million or something on the account, so it's really low. But before we get into the rest of the video, I gotta tell you about today's sponsor. Hey, I hope you guys are excited for another deal from the Huawei app galleries. For this deal, there is up to 50% off. So keep in mind, to access these deals, you must download the Huawei app gallery and go through their Play Store. Also, download the Lord's mobile app through the Huawei app gallery. There will be a link in the description down below. And once you have actually downloaded Huawei app gallery, make sure you have set your location to either the UK, Ireland, New Zealand, or Australia. Those are the only regions that will be able to access this deal, so make sure you set your location in your Huawei app gallery to that, then go into Lord's Mobile and actually use these deals. So for the first offer, there is up to 30% off. You have to claim the coupons. Once you've claimed the coupons, you can go into the Lord's Mobile app through the Huawei app gallery and actually use your coupons in there. So the second one is going to be a 20% points back on your first and second purchase. So when you purchase a pack, your first and second purchase will be what's called 20% off. You'll get the points back, and then you can use those points to buy more packs. After that, it'll be 10% points back on the rest, so every single purchase you get after your first and second will get 10% points back. And again, when you get those points, you can use them on more packs. For this weekend, April 1st to 3rd, there is also a 30% points back every day on your first purchase, so do not miss this amazing deal. I also got to tell you about the VIP program. So I have a rep that I will leave their Discord in the description down below if you guys want to join the VIP program, and any other information you need will be on their Discord channel, which I will also link in the description down below. So go to their Discord channel, message the rep, hey, I want to know more about the VIP program, and they'll talk to you and actually get you set up on that. There's some crazy deals through the VIP program as well. So I hope you guys are excited for these deals, and let's get back to the video. Hey, we are back. So again, I was going into infantry because I want him to send a cav rally. The reason I want to send the cav rally is because I don't have any range tier 2, and I think that'd be a better front line to take a rally in, and for it actually to not burn me, because I'm hoping not to get burned on the rally. I want a tier 4 front line for the cav blast, and hopefully my tier 4 blast will be enough to actually take the rally. He actually had to do a ton of tests on me because his first like 3 attacks basically didn't break my wall, because I do have a max wall in this account. This has max research pretty much, and again, I do have like gold jewels in my what's called gear, so my troops were actually doing quite a bit of damage to his troops while he was trying to break my wall, and it wasn't working out very well for him. So he eventually ended up actually getting my front line, which is an infantry front line. So obviously when you see an infantry front line target who's doesn't have an anti and all that, doesn't have very many troops, you're going to be going cav. So I'm going to be switching to range last second, and what I'm going to be doing is actually putting on my war gear. So I have actually sped up to right before the rally. So my plan here is to go into range. Hopefully it doesn't test me right before the rally goes, and then throw up my range gear and port away. So that's my what's called idea of going here, so hopefully it does work out. And I know this rally lead isn't a great rally lead. I've been in the kingdom long enough to know what his actual gear is and what his his stats are. So that's the only reason I am taking this rally. If this was a proper rally lead, I would not be taking a rally with 2.7 million troops and only about, let's say, a 500k frontline. That's not what I'd be doing in a rally. So it is Cav. I was just double checking. So what I'm going to be doing now is switching to my what's called range gear, and then I'm going to port away right away. So I am a little bit slow here. Again, I am using one hand. I still have the nerve damage in my other hand, so unfortunately I have to do that. I did end up winning the rally. No reds on my sides, which is really good. So I'm just going to switch back to my monster hunting gear very slowly, I might say. So again, yeah, so I wasn't sure what was going to happen there. Again, it was a full rally pretty much, so it was over 2 million troops, tier 4, tier 5, and I only took about 396k damage with a just under 500k frontline. So it was basically my 500k tier 4 frontline bounced his what's called what is it, 1 or like 2.2 million cav rally. So we'll take a look at the report and see more of that. But yeah, you can see here, yeah, he lost, was it 349k tier 4 reds on his part, 872k what's called total. He did 356 to my, oh, I actually have tier 1 there, so there's 40k tier 1 range in there that he hit as well. But yeah, there's 170k tier 5, and it was like 2.1 million tier 4 that I was able to actually bounce on that rally. So it ended up going way better than I thought. That was his war gear, by the way. I knew he had really crappy war gear. Obviously my blast is much better than his. He just obviously, oh yeah, it was a 3. It was a full rally, so it wasn't even like a, I thought for some reason I thought he was at 2.5, but it was a 2.375, so it was a full rally he sent at me. Unfortunately, my wall was much better. You can see I do have full army attack heroes on the wall, plus I have all the stacking heroes on there as well. Again, usually a solo trap or a rally trap, you do not want to have stacking heroes on your wall, but in this situation you do, because I have so little troops. Anyways, let's go over onto the account and I'll tell you more about it. Hey, so we are back on the account. So we're going to take a look at the stats I took the rally in. Then you can kind of see what the account's running and all that. So I'll go for the wall first, just so you can see what the wall is. It's just a basic wall. I have a bunch of army attack heroes on there. So if I just click on there, it has a 125% army HP, 75% army defense, and 100% army attack from just the wall here. So that's my wall that's giving me the stats. So usually a solo trap won't have quite this many army attack heroes on their wall. And again, I don't think I'm going to have a hard time getting hit, just because if I don't run anti and they see that many troops, a lot of people will try to solo that. And obviously this guy decided that he wasn't strong enough and decided the rally, but in the end he wasn't strong enough to solo that, looking at his gear, because I don't know, did he have like 600% attack maybe on that? Who knows? But again, that's the wall there. You can see the what's called heroes, not the heroes, the familiars I am running. I am running these stacking familiars. I have I do have the range one on there. That's another reason why I decided to go range frontline, just because obviously I had a range stacking familiar on there, and I had the tier 4 troop frontline as well going on there, so that's why I went that way. Also, I could bait them into that way, doing the trick I showed you, just basically getting the test 1 and then going to the opposite, because I didn't think he was going to be smart enough to realize that was a bait, because who's baiting with 2.7 million troops trying to bait a rally? It's not something that happens all the time. Anyway, so I do have Aquarius and Evil Weevil on there, giving me the HP up and them HP down, plus the Griffin familiar as well, all maxed on there doing that. So that's an extra probably 200% attack usually, because again, you can use the stacking familiars in Griffin if you have very low troops, because there's a good chance they will proc, where if you have a lot of troops, you probably shouldn't be using those, because it will take a lot more troops from the proc. Because the range one, when I have, let's say I have 500k range troops, it only takes 50k injured to proc that once, and every 50k troops it procs it again. So that's why I can add up that range attack really quickly. Then there's the other one, the Griffin. I think it's 10% of your total troops, and that's 270k troops for me. So as soon as I have 270k troops injured, I get the extra 200% attack boost. So it's really good to have with this many troops. Also, if I'm getting hit with solos, it will work pretty well as well. So again, the attackers should proc before mine, but that'd be totally fine. So there's no Pack 5 Familiars, unfortunately, because Pack 5 Familiars would also work really well on this comp. Unfortunately, I don't have them, or I would be doing way more damage. So I might have been able to actually cap that rally if I had Pack 5 Familiars, because they just do so much damage. Anyways, let's go over, what was I going to show you? Oh yeah, my gear, obviously, because you want to see what I took the rally in. That is not the gear I took the rally in. Where is it? Let's go to my range gear. That's the gear I took the rally, and I can show you the actual stats on the range gear here. So I am running 505% range attack with 101% what's called army HP and 77% army defense on this gear. So pretty decent attack on there. I could actually put cups in there, but it's set up for my my infantry blast, so technically my infantry blast is better, and maybe it's better to take it in there, but yeah, but it is what it is. Maybe I should have baited in what's called range then, and maybe just switch over to infantry when they send oh wait, no, sorry. I want to bait what's called in cav and then switch over to the infantry. Sorry, I was having a brain fart there. So anyways, we'll go over and take a look at the stats, what it looks like with my range gear on, just so you can see what I took the rally in and the stats and all that. So without Fury, which I was not in Fury, I don't believe, for that rally, I was at 763. We might have actually had the 4 at the time, so it might have been actually a little bit higher than that. But obviously without Fury, my stats are quite a bit lower, because as a max account, I do have quite good Fury stats. So we'll take a look at my Battle Fury, so you can see all the stats I get when I actually go into Battle Fury. Another extra 25% army attack, 30% army defense, 30% army HP, and then 10% of everything else. So it's technically like 35, 40, 40. Plus, yeah, all those. You can see them. You get all those when you go into Fury on this count. I didn't go into Fury during the rally, I don't think, so I could have had a little bit extra stats, did a little bit extra damage, took a little bit less attack or less damage, but I was just worried they might actually send a actual rally lead after me after that, so I wasn't planning on going to Fury because my guild was not in the kingdom at the time. Unfortunately, I just moved to another kingdom right before this rally happened, and unfortunately it was going to take me like 20 plus scrolls to go there, and I didn't have them at the time, so I was kind of stuck in the other kingdom baiting some solo attacks, but ended up baiting a rally. But yeah, anyway, so I'll go back to the stats there just so you can see. Yeah, so 763 range. Again, my other stats were a little bit lower when I wasn't in there, so I was like, I was kind of debating, should I go into my mixed gear or should I just go into my range blast and take less damage from the cav on my range front line. So I wasn't sure. I didn't have like full bed, so I wasn't 100% sure what I should do, but it worked out in the end. Maybe would have been better in mixed, but I thought blast would be better just because I have 763 range attack, 328 range defense, and then 308 range HP with 189 army attack, 254 army defense, and 413 army HP. So the other option was obviously switch around to my mixed gear. What's my mixed gear? What's my mixed stats in here? So that one's where is it? 232. So I'd probably actually have switched to something like that, just to actually increase my range attack up to 274. Because I could put those on, but that doesn't give me range attack, does it? No. Yeah, so that would have been lower range attack. So that would have been a better set there. So if I was to use that, that would have been the best thing to do. Oops. Where was I? So I'm going to put the mixed gear on and then the helm. I could have switched this all before the rally if I was going to take it in this. So that was the other option. I could be going there. So it'd be like 489 infantry, 533 range, and 523 cav. And again, if I went into Fury, it'd be higher, but I was a little bit worried to go into Fury. I would have less what's called range defense by almost like 80%, and my range HP would be about 70% lower. Would have a little bit more what's called army HP though, by what was it, like 40%, so it doesn't really make up for the range HP. The army attack would also be a little bit higher, about 11% higher. So that was the other option. I could have done. Normally, if I was going to do solo trapping, I might just go into my mixed gear to make it easier. But since I was able to get the full counter on the rally, I decided just to go blast and try and blast the rally. It worked out in the end. I didn't take any reds. They took about 380k, so I ended up getting a lot of kills, more than I would on a solo, obviously, because I was able to get 380k instead of the normal 100 and something k from a solo, so it worked out well for me, and I think it went really well. I'm going to be trying some solo trapping in KVK, just going no anti, and hopefully someone will try and solo me, and I will be again sitting in my what's called my monster hunting gear just like this, with the gold jewels and stuff in there, so hopefully that will work out for me as well. So again, it might not work out if people watch the video, but we'll see if it goes well anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Again, everything is in the description down below. If you want to join my Discord, that is in the description down below. Go join that. That's where our community is. So if you want to join the community, have any questions about any trapping or any other questions, always there. I always post my videos and stuff there as well. Again, the discount links are all in the description down below as well, so go check those out if you want to get some good discounts. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great KVK, and I'll see you guys in the next one.